Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eric Erban, and in this video we will talk about how much money can you earn from Google AdSense, which is a very common question that I get since I got started in online marketing, making money online, and since people around me know that I make money from ads, and I have seen these ads on various web places, so of course I get this question a lot, so I thought I would make a video about it and share my thoughts around how much money you can make on Google AdSense. Now, before we get started, just a quick summary about how Google AdSense works. Basically, what you as the publisher are doing, you're placing ads on various places on your different web assets, like a website, for example, or a blog. And when you get visitors, the visitors are seeing these ads, and once they click on one of these ads, you will get paid for that click, or basically the traffic that you're sending to the advertiser that has placed this ad on your asset. And the amount of money that you will get, it depends on how much Google is charging this advertiser for the traffic, since it's going through Google AdSense. And the cost of displaying your ads or for getting this traffic as an advertiser depends on the competition between companies to get this traffic or to be seen on your webpage. And basically, if you're in a niche with a lot of competition, where there's a lot of commercial interest, for example insurance business, there's a lot of competition between advertisers to get traffic. That means if you get a click within this kind of niche, you will get paid a lot of money. And the contrary, if you're doing content within a niche where there's a little commercial interest, you will get sometimes almost $0 per click, depending on the niche, but you will get paid less if there is a little competition between advertisers. So basically, to answer the question about how much money you can make on Google AdSense from placing ads and getting clicks on these ads, you can make anywhere between $0 to millions of dollars, because it all depends on the niche that you're in, where you're placing these ads, and it depends on the amount of clicks, of course. It depends on the volume of traffic that you're getting and a whole bunch of things, but I can only sort of talk about my own history and my own earnings. So at the moment I'm earning around $10,000 per month in Google AdSense, as you can see in this sort of dashboard I've created regarding my various income streams. And for me it's taking quite some time to reach this amount of income, as you can see in this graph here on the side. This one is including my affiliate income, but still you can see that in 2016 my daily income were close to zero, because in 2015 I had a big crash when it comes to my AdSense account, and the traffic was getting really low because I had some de-indexing problems, and yeah, so then around here where you see the big rise, my AdSense incomes were increasing, and also I added the affiliate marketing leg in my income streams. But basically, once you're starting out, you will make little money, of course, because you have little traffic, you have probably only one web asset when you start out, and then it will grow in time when you create more content or you create more assets, more websites and all that. So yeah, and for me personally, I have several AdSense accounts for various reasons, because I have more than one business registered, and it is possible to have several Google AdSense accounts, but you can only have one per business or one per person. So here, if we take a look at one of my Google AdSense accounts, I can also mention that I have around 140 small, very niche Google AdSense accounts, which are together making up all of this revenue. And I couldn't go back any further in the actual Google AdSense account, but you can see here at the beginning of, or in the middle of 2018, I was earning around $1,000 per month, give or take. So now it's sort of last few months it's been on an upwards trend, so I'm earning around $2,500 per month on this account, and I have 3 equally high earnings accounts when it comes to Google AdSense. And basically, like I said, the income you can get from Google AdSense, it basically depends on the amount of visitors you have and how many clicks you get, as well as the CPC amount, which is the cost per click, meaning the cost the advertiser is having to pay to Google for getting the traffic through these ads. And I have a separate video about the CPC where you can see how much money you can make from various niches. And another question, of course, that I get once people understand how much money you can make from Google AdSense is how do I get started in making money with Google AdSense? Well, the most important thing to do first is to look around for a niche and select one kind of niche which has some kind of commercial interest around it. So, meaning that select a niche where there are some people interested in putting out advertisements for getting traffic if you want to make money through Google AdSense. Basically what you can do is make a search for anything within that niche. If you see any ads related to that niche, you will have found a niche where there is some kind of interest in advertising, so that means that you can make some kind of money at least. Once you have that, you can also experiment by going to Google Keyword Planner and do some more research about how much money you can make from these ads, and or if you can find special topics within that niche. Another thing that is important to understand when you want to get started is that if you would select a niche where you can get really high earnings per click, you will need to understand that it takes a long time to get traffic through Google search, because the high competition means that in order to be seen in the search results, you will need to put in a lot of effort, both in creating great content and most likely do lots of link building and outreach to be seen as an authority in that niche in the eyes of Google. On the other side, if you would like to start making some kind of money, at least you could select a niche with a very low competition. That means that you might get higher volume of visitors, and that volume together with some kind of earnings through the clicks will guarantee some income in the beginning at least. So I would recommend going for a more low competing niche in the beginning when you're learning stuff, and then once you get the hang of how it works, how to rank and how to get traffic, you could go into more high competing niches. To show you what I meant by selecting the niche and finding low competing niches with less earnings per click, I opened something called the Google Keyword Planner, like I mentioned before, and I did a search for reptile, since that is an interest we have in the family right now. You can see that the competition according to Keyword Planner is low on basically all the keywords, meaning it's not very many advertisers competing about these keywords. But the earnings, actually the top bid range is between, this is in Swedish kronor, so you have to divide by 10, so you can get $3 to $15 for clicks within these kind of keywords. So that means you can use this tool to get like a niche suggestion, or you can get suggestions for topics to write about within a niche itself. And just as a comparison, if I were to change this from reptile to car insurance, we will probably get not low competition, but mostly high competition, like you see here. So these keywords here are high competing keywords, giving lots of money in return for the clicks. So for an advertiser, it will, if you had an article about get auto insurance quotes, the advertiser would have to pay between $50 to $124 per click, but it will be much more difficult for you as a publisher to be visible in Google search, due to the fact that these kind of high competing keywords are having much more people creating content around this kind of content, because everybody wants to take part of these high earnings. So to summarize, when it comes to how much money you can make from Google AdSense, there is no straight answer more than you can make anywhere from $0 to several $1 million per year. For me, it's taken quite some time to reach the levels I'm in now I'm earning around $10,000 based upon my 140 or so very niched, very small websites. Of course you can go other directions and create one very big web site, depending on how you want to work. But the answer is still that you can definitely make a lot of money from Google AdSense. It takes time, so make sure that you get started and learn along the way. And today there are also alternatives available to Google AdSense since I started the Ezoic Access Now program, and I will put a link in the description for that. And otherwise, I wish you guys a good day and good luck with your ventures.